Hi, this video is part of a blog post about doing test-driven development in dbt. The link for the blog post is on the description. Let's consider the following example. We have a staging table with COVID-19 data, and the table structure is a date timestamp and a payload field with the original JSON from the API. This field contains a JSON array where each element has a date and the number of cases. With this staging table, we want to make a table containing two columns, the day as a timestamp and the number of cases. This exercise is simple, but it allows to show the TDD workflow without any extra complexity. Here is our test setup. On the left side, we have the test containing the helper macros referenced on the blog post. On the right side, we have a model which has just the first column that we want to test with a dump value that allows us to run dbt. Okay, let's start the testing by adding one entry to the staging table with just one field, the day field. Let's add the expectations and let's update the dbt models first and then execute the dbt tests. Okay, we had the failure as expected. Let's change the implementation. Perfect. Let's add the next column. Perfect now. It was the models. Let's add the next column, which is the number of cases. So we need to add on the input, let's add the simplest payload that we know, which is an empty array. Let's modify the expectations as well. And we should have a failure. Let's see. Exactly. So if we modify the implementation with the simplest implementation, we should have a green. Okay, perfect. Then we are going to add a new entry with the number of cases, because we need to have a more complex entry to make the implementation. So let's add the expectation. Okay, let's change the date and the number of cases, and let's see the tests failing now with our dump implementation. Okay, as expected, so let's modify the implementation. And we should update the models, and we should have afterwards the test passing. And that's it. We are testing SQL with SQL, which is amazing. Wrapping up, we show the sample test-driven development workflow for dbt. So next time you found yourself thinking about how can you improve your data tests, you might have our blog as a reference. We are always eager to share our knowledge, and we will keep doing it in future, so stay tuned for our blog updates.